StacyBurke here, and it's a rainy Monday. It's President's Day today. I got rained out of the strawberry farm. I'm back to work at the strawberry farm, but then we got rained out again. So I'm home. It's kind of cold. I was gonna dress cuter than this. I'm wearing my shark onesie. It's like done here. Can you see it? It has the eyeball right here. It has the fin, and then I have a fin back here and it's a shark onesie. I'm a shark. I'm a land shark, and these are my teeth, and this is my head, my mouth, and my hair's all straggly. I need to wash it. It's just kind of up, half down, half up. I'm a mess, but I'm just cold. I was gonna dress cute. Trisha Paytas, I was gonna wear your tour shirt. Remember when you had the Heartbreak tour? I went and I got it. All they had was the extra large t-shirt or whatever this is. And I was planning to do this video all cute. I was gonna, you know how Ariana Grande wears like those big extra large concert t-shirts, and she wears as a dress, and she has like um thigh high boots and a high ponytail and all that. I was planning on doing that, but I'm just too cold. I'm too cold. I'm a whip. So this is my idea. So next video, a little preview. I just want to let you know, Trish, I still have this. In fact, I have a lot of your t-shirts. You know that. I have your Superficial Witch t-shirt and your YouTube University t-shirt. I have a few. You know, I'm a stan. But I still want to wear this. And this is one of the few t-shirts I have not cut up. I want to wear it as is. I want to do that Ariana Grande thing. It's a thing now where girls wear people. Girls wear just an extra large t-shirt as a dress, and then they wear low thigh high boots and a high ponytail. It looks so cute. So yeah. So I was there. So there you go. It's the Heartbreak tour, and it says Queen on it, which is perfect because we're queens. So anyway, just let you know that that was the plan, but I'm just all about the comfort. I am just so cold. I'm just so cold. It's a rainy President's Day, and I'm trying to make good use of my day off from work. I found a big box of Playboy photos that's never been seen. So my scanner's gonna go through a lot of scanning. I'm hoping to do that later on tonight. Scan some photos. So stay tuned for on my Instagram and also mainly on Patreon because Instagram's only once in a while. Go to my patreon.com/StacyBurke. That's where I'm trying to archive most of all my photos. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of my place I'm trying to go to because it's a pain trying to find all these photos. I'm kind of doing it not just for you guys, but for me, because it would be nice to have a one-stop shop of all my photos. So eventually, that's gonna be what my one-stop shop for all my photos. Because you know, on OnlyFans, it's mainly my OnlyFans is mainly adult, but not really. But you can't put photos of other people. You can't put group photos on OnlyFans. It's like it's only you. You gotta have a release form and stuff. Patreon, you can do group photos. It's really nice. I love it. And so that is where I'm trying to put most of my photos. So go there. I found a big box of them. But I ran into some pictures that I kind of want to do a little story time, and I hope I'm going to do this right because I'm not really good at it. I always wish we had a little computer chip in our head, and then I had a story I could just insert it there because I'm not really good at beginning, body, and end. Like when I think about it, I just want to say it before I forget about it, and then I'll back up, and then I go, oh, but before that, this happened. Oh, and then after that, then this happened. Like I'm gonna take you like all over the place. Like it's gonna be a maze, and if you follow along, you get an A because that's just how my mind works. And if I forget, I forget, and I hate that when I post a video and it's already up, and I'm like, oh no, I forgot to say that. Like it's just, you know. So okay, so I'm just gonna go with it because this is one of the reasons why I stifle myself. There's a lot of things I want to say, but I'm like, I get overwhelmed. I'm like, I don't know where to start, and I'm like, and then I just don't. So I'm just gonna do it. I was gonna do it. I was gonna do it. Here we go. Okay. All right. As you know, I like to back up. lived at the Playboy Mansion as one of his girlfriends. Even after I was not a girlfriend, I still came around the Playboy Mansion every weekend, spend the night there. Was friends with Bridget, Holly, and Bridget, Holly, Kendra, Crystal, and me, F, and everyone. Just basically, I used to spend the night every weekend. And then even after the girls left, I still stayed from the ex-girlfriend that just wouldn't leave. Um, and so I have a lot of Playboy stories. And if you don't know, I did get married, and I got married on the Girls Next Door, and we had a group called the Wack Pack, and it's on season 5 called Tying the Naughty, and I don't remember which episode, but it's on season 5 of the Girls Next Door. But we had this group called the Wack Pack, and so there for a while they were kind of bringing the Wack Pack along as filler, as like extras, free extras to go to certain filmings. It could be when Kendra had a house and they had a housewarming party. They invited the Wack Pack. When we did the bridal shower, when we did like just so many different things, they would invite the Wack Pack, and the Wack Pack was me and my husband's group of friends. And if you know from the TV show, some of them got credit. They got their names put on there. I know, Sonny and Tara. I'm sorry. I'm going to have birds chirping. And yes, I see the comments saying they're irritating. I'm sorry, but it's their house. And whenever I start talking, they like to chirp. Sonny, let me try it. Let me try to talk to Sonny. Sonny, it's okay. I'm going to be talking. Okay? All right? Thank you so much. I appreciate it, though. I love hearing you, but I don't think they do. Oh, this one has pockets. Good. Some of my onesies don't have pockets. I love it when onesies have pockets. And yes, I'm a land shark. Okay, so we had the Wack Pack. And one of them was Johnny Punxsutawney. He's still a friend to this day. That's not his real last name, but he's from Punxsutawney. And he's from the land where they have the Groundhog Day when we playing with us because it's like it's bothering me. I don't know what else to do with it. And he's from the land of Punxsutawney Phil, where Groundhog Day takes place. And he's a cool guy, his friends and stuff. But at that time, he was dating this girl. Um, I'm not gonna really. He was dating this girl for a while, and I thought nothing of it. She's cool, all good and stuff. But she just acted weird around me, and whatever. Like, you know how some girls are just set on marrying somebody, and they get weirded out with Playboy, and they just are very much like, I don't want to poo poo on people that drink white wine because I drink white wine too, but there's a certain type of girl that'll go to high place restaurants by themselves or with their group of girlfriends, mainly a group of girlfriends, and they drink their white wine at really good establishments, very well to do places, very hoity toity, and go with girlfriends, and they're into food and wine, and they flirt with, they're trying to snag a husband, that pays their bills and just gives them a baby and all that stuff. Well, she was kind of in that clique, right? And she never liked the Playboy thing, but her and Johnny were dating, so we just respected it, whatever. But she was not a fan. When Johnny would get invited to a lot of Playboy activities, and also for filming for the Girls Next Door as like little extras, like even in Bridget's going away when she's going to Bridget's Beaches, they were invited there. And but anything, she would just get jealous. She didn't like it. And Johnny's not that type. Like, he was single during my wedding episode, but he's just not that. He would never cheat. He was, but I don't know. She still had insecurities. So she always was weirded out, and she didn't like the fact that he was invited. She would want to be invited too. Well, it was for Kendra's show that was starting up, and she was having a housewarming party, and they invited the Wack Pack. And Johnny asked his girlfriend to go. Well, she came. She's had a great time, even though she talked about it later. and said she had a terrible time when we were ignoring her, and I have footage where it's not the case. She even did a cake stand because everyone was doing cake stands. See, I don't know what was, I forget what was stayed on the show and what's on the cutting room floor. All I can remember is the party, how I remember it. Because there was a lot of drama that happened behind the scenes at that episode, including my marriage thing where my husband was like, there's some marital stuff that went on with that too. And I don't know if I get time in that, I will talk about that. And of course, I don't know what they're doing. I hear noises. Um, but anyways, she claimed that we didn't give her pay her no mind. Excuse me, I gotta see what the heck. What are they hammering? Why are they hammering on the rain? I thought I was safe filming in the rain. Anyway, sorry, this is distracting. You know how I get distracted, little things like that. But anyway, she did cake stands. She had fun. Da 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 da. Well, fast forward later on, she was like complaining like we were ignoring her, and Johnny at this time was very PW'd. You know what PW mean? This was like his first real girlfriend, like real girlfriend. You know, he's just like a country bumpkin, really sweet, really down to earth, really cool. He's older now. He's been through his stuff. But he was just new at all this, so he was very accommodating to her. And me and my husband were like, "What? You were doing cake stands? You were having fun. What is this all about?" Like, we invited her to a lot of stuff. There's more Playboy stuff I remember inviting her to. We had this party in LA. Like, the Wack Pack was invited to a lot of stuff, a lot of Playboy stuff, which you'll see on my Patreon as well. I'll try to find photos of everything. Oh God, I just remembered more and more. Anyway, this is a long thing, and all the guys and me and everyone's like, okay, this girl, man. And Johnny got more reclusive with us and like was more into her and like, okay, well, I gotta respect my girlfriend. She isn't like this, like that, like. And so he accommodated her. Well, we also knew another couple. Um, I think her name was Leah, and I forget her boyfriend's name, but they were been together since she was 16. And now she's in her 20s and they're still together, they're trying to get married and stuff. And I remember her asking about Playboy. Can I take her to the Playboy mansion sometimes? And I go, sure. Sorry, Nat. And I go, yeah. We were all having dinner, all of us. Well, Jess said Johnny's girlfriend. I said her. Oh, what? Her name was Jessica. She's long gone anyway. Jessica chimed in. She could tell that she was not really cool that I'm bringing Leah. That I'm gonna take Leah to the Playboy Mansion. I'm gonna see if I could bring her to the Playboy Mansion because Leah was very pretty, and I'm like, oh my God, you could be a playmate. Like you're really cool and stuff. I remember having dinner and stuff like that. And he goes, really? I would love to go. And I'm like, okay, maybe I could bring you and stuff. Well, that caused a real thorn in the Wack Pack because Jessica was not having it. And I remember after that conversation at dinner one time, she was talking, God, this Nat's driving me crazy. She was having a conversation with her boyfriend, Johnny Punxsutawney, and all the Wack Pack saying, goes, I don't think it's right, that she's going to take Leah over there. She's engaged to her boyfriend, high school sweetheart, and you don't know what goes on out there, da da da. But I don't know about that. That's not cool. Stacy's doing that. And then even Johnny Punxsutawney came knocking on our door to talk to my husband to try to control his wife, stop recruiting, stop having your wife recruit girls to the Playboy Mansion. I'm like, I'm not recruiting anything. Leo expressed interest in coming with me to Playboy Mansion. And at that time, the girls next door was gone. And it was kind of like just kind of back to open call, whatever. And I never like would think about anything wicked. Leah was just wanting to go, and I thought she could make a great playmate. Or if not, even if it's just a day just to have fun, it's a day just to have fun to show her around. I could bring a girl more than I could bring a guy. So I put the request in and I got okayed. And I said, "Do you want to go?" And she said, "Yes, I do." It's up to her. I'm not going to ask if I'm talking to her, I'm talking to her. Where is Jessica and the Wack Pack and her boyfriend and who else's decision is it? She brought it up to me. She expressed an interest in going to the Playboy Mansion. I said, "I'll see what I can do," and I did, and she got the okay. And I remember picking her up, and she was like, and she acted a little funny. I go, "Are you okay?" She goes, "I'll be fine. He's just really mad. I'll make it. I'll figure out how to work it." I'm like, "Girl," I go, I don't want to take you if it's gonna like cause a problem with your relationship. This is not what I'm about. Like, I don't want that. You just expressed interest. I made it happen. You're free to come with me, but I don't want any trouble. She goes, "No, no, I really want to go." And I go, "Okay, we're going, but it's on you." Like, you know what I mean? So anyway, we go. She has a great time. I have pictures. I was trying to find the pictures, and that's me and her right there at the at dinner time, and that's her meeting Hef in the game room and stuff like that. And I think I have more pictures though, but um, she had a great time, and she had dinner. She was a little shy. Like when people were talking to her, because I knew she loved the Cowboys. Like, I guess it's a football team, and they were quizzing her about the Cowboys, and she was really shy and she clammed up. And I remember the guest telling her, "Well, you're really pretty, honey, but you don't know anything about football." And I'm like, and I looked at her and go, "Why didn't you speak up?" She goes, "I just got shy." She just got shy. She was just a shy girl. And she was just doe-eyed. And we went to the grotto. And I remember some of the girlfriends came out. I don't want to say who, but someone came out to visit us. And she was having a great time. And she got a little weirded out because she didn't know about the grotto. I go, "Don't worry, nothing's happening. This is different than a Playboy party. This is dinner and a movie. This is just have friends. It's not going to get wild unless you want it to, but no." And we just kind of like hung out in the grotto, had some wine, watched the movie, had dinner. I showed her around the grounds everywhere, and then I took her home. It was just a 1 day thing, just a 1 day thing. I think it was like a fun in the sun type of thing. I think it was a fun in the sun. I don't. That sound is so weird. I think it was a fun in the sun type. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on. What is that sound? Annoying. Whatever sound that is. That's weird. It's so weird. It's really loud. I know you I'm probably annoying you guys. It's really loud and really annoying, and I can't. I don't. There's no one outside. It has to be like far away or so. Anyway, sorry guys, sorry. I know I gotta stop being annoyed like that. But it was just a 1 day thing. It was Sunday. It was fun on a Sunday, and everything was fine. And although she did say, her boyfriend wasn't really that enthused, and I kind of get it. Sometimes people's imagination just goes haywire. And I thought, well, if she comes and she sees how innocent it is, like maybe, like she could set the record straight. But oh no, Johnny came and knocked on the door and talked to my husband to control me now it's causing problems with his relationship. Him and Jessica are not speaking. And I'm like, what? And they were saying, what goes on there, and then Leah and her boyfriend were not speaking to me, and it caused a big rift in the Wack Pack. In fact, it took a while where Johnny was not talking to anybody. Jessica kind of like wedged herself in, and then he would ignore us. And I remember me and husband like, what did we do? I just took Leah to the Playboy Mansion, and I offered nothing but like the Playboy, and the girls next door invited the Wack Pack with open arms, and it was nothing but inclusive and inviting, and nothing weird, nothing weird. It was it just had a thing they could like. I don't know what it was, but it's just she would talk about like, well, I have degrees and I have this and I don't need to make money that way. Like she was just looked down on Playboy, which I get a lot of people do, but she could always deny the invitation. But I think she didn't like that Johnny was part of it or the group was a part of it. And I remember going to the pub that we would all go to, and I would just get really wicked stares from her and like daggers. You know how people look at you and the daggers in their eyes. And it was just the weirdest thing. But it turned out that eventually Johnny and Jessica did break up. And then I remember Johnny came crying. I mean, literally crying to me and my husband and the rest of the Wack Pack. And he goes, I am so sorry for my actions. I let her control me. And he was just like, I lost years. I think it was like 2 years. 2 years of your friendship. I betrayed you guys, and I'm so sorry. He was just beyond distraught. And she kept trying to get him back, get him back, get him back, get him back. And he was like, oh, hell no. You are evil, evil, evil. And then now he's back to being Johnny. But we lost Johnny for 2 years in this relationship. And it just got really weird. Like, you just can't write this stuff. Like, it had no, like, it would just come out of left field. I'm like, what? Like, what? There's an invitation. You choose to accept it or not. It's up to you. There's nothing weird that's going to happen unless you want it to, but nothing weird's going to happen. And it's like, I still got like the brunt of it. But Johnny was very apologetic. We got Johnny back. She eventually found a guy, got married, has a kid, so she moved on. Leah, oh, Tommy, that was her boyfriend. Her and Tommy got married. They moved away. But then I found out through social media that she was cheating on him the whole time that I didn't know about. He found out, he was upset that he wasted 16 years of his life with her because they dated since high school. So he divorced her. Now she's with somebody else. It's just so weird how messy they all are. And they were like trying to like hit daggers at me that I'm the evil Playboy girl. So if you see any of like the Kinder's housewarming thing, it had Too Short in it, the rapper Too Short, Blow Your Whistle. It had the stripper pole Grams in it and all the Whack Packs in it. Anyway, she's doing a cake stand in on the Kinder show and stuff like that. That's what's going on there. And Leah never came around again. Like there was a one and done at the Playboy Mansion, and this is why like I have other stories like this where people said, "Oh, were you able to invite people over?" I don't like inviting people to the Playboy Mansion because things like this happen. Like it's just it bites you in the ass. It bites you in the ass. Always bites you in the ass. Okay, the other side story to the Kendra housewarming gig. My husband would drink a lot. He'd get really weird, and he was drinking a lot, acting a fool, and leaning and passing out, and just not doing good, fighting with me, and bumping into things, and just being an a hole. And I told him, honey, why don't you? Because the rooms upstairs were empty. I go, why don't you go take a nap? And he goes, don't you tell me what to do, wife. Tell me what to do. Don't. And I'm thinking, look, there's cameras. I mean, they're gonna put this on the TV show. You're gonna live to regret it. Like you're gonna be the story of this TV show. This is not a good look. And he's just acting a fool. And he's just like, I don't tell me what to do. And he's like falling over, passing out, grabbing girls' butts and just being an a. So I talked to Vic, his best friend, and this is what I call the bro card because they don't want to listen to their wives. They don't want to be told what to do by their wives, right? So I go, Vic, I called him over. And sometimes it takes a lot to convince Vic, but he's pretty reasonable sometimes. I go, look, my husband's really messed up drunk. And I know this is a normal thing when you guys go out, but there's cameras here. This is a TV show. This is not a good look. He's gonna be the main event, if you know what I mean. Can you tell him to take a nap? He goes, you're right. So he convinced my husband, and sure enough, as soon as Vic talked to him, my husband went up to the empty rooms and passed out. That's what I call the bro card. Because sometimes they don't want, lots of times they don't want to talk to the wife because they don't want to be like, don't tell me what to do, I'll do. So you gotta talk to their friend because they have a different way to do it, and they're a guy, and then they think, oh, you're looking out for me instead of I got it in for him because he would always do that. Oh, you think you're Miss Playboy? Tell me what to do. Tell me what the rules are. He would give me that crap, and I was literally looking out for him because I could just act a fool. Go right ahead. Get those ratings up, baby. So that's another little side story to the house ring. I don't even know what this. It's when Kendra's first started her show. Which I don't know if it was called Kendra on Top. I forget the first one because there's been a lot, right? There's Kendra on Top, and then there's like I don't know. This is like at the very beginning, right when she exited Playboy, and they did a housewarming party. And which I found out later wasn't really a housewarming party. It was all made up. And but the Wack Pack, we all thought it was real, so we all bought a really really cool gifts, and a lot of it probably ended up on the cutting room floor. But we all kind of and the Wack Pack, the group, if you know it, us, it's like 20 people. Like for us, when we did my Tie and the Naughty, the wedding, we had to rent a bus because the Wack Pack consisted of 20 people. It was a big group of people. But that is the Jessica and Johnny story. And I know there's probably more to it than that, but that's just the summary of it. And it just threw me for a loop how people would just I mean, I get how people would judge with Playboy, but really judge just made up stuff, just out of what? And first of all, they were invited and they would come to parties and you saw how it was. Why would you embellish something that did not happen? And then you had fun at the party and then you're saying that we ignored you when you did a cake stand? We didn't tell you to do a cake stand. Kendra and other people were doing cake stand, and then all of a sudden Jessica goes, "Oh, I can do a cake stand." And she did a cake stand, and she was wearing a dress, so she had to have someone hold up her dress. And I think that made it on the show briefly. I probably have pictures somewhere. I don't know. I'm finding new pictures all the time, so stay tuned. Just go to StacyBurke.com. All the links are there, but Patreon is probably where I'll probably put all the pictures. I gotta scan them, and I gotta figure out the setting on my scanner because the scanner, sometimes the pictures come out a little dark, and I don't understand why that is. But follow me on Instagram and Patreon for more of that, and yeah, and also follow me. I got a new store, Stacy'sHamper.com. All the links are down below. All the links are down below. But I'll probably just end it there. But yeah, like she was cute. I mean, she could have had a fun time. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't get it. Some people just have fun and stop with the expectations. Find out for yourself what it is about. And I don't know. There's my teeth. I should have had it like this the whole time. I had it back. There's my teeth. There you go. Showing my teeth. Ah. Okay, I don't know what that noise was though. It was just weird because I don't know if you could hear it, but it was like a thump, 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 and it sounds like it's right here. But when I went outside, it's farther back. It might be construction on the next block, and it's echoing. I don't know. It's weird. It's a stormy night or stormy day. It's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it looks like it's 6 at night. But anyway, that's my brief Playboy story. I don't know how interesting that was, but that is part of it. And I know there's probably things I forgot about it because we lost 2 years with Johnny Punxsutawney, and literally after he broke up with Jessica first, because he was thinking about marrying her, he really was crying in his beer, like literally at the pub, just distraught, and he would always hug us afterwards. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I treated you like crap for 2 years. I let that girl get to me. I'm so sorry. He was just so apologetic, and he's so kind. He's back to being Johnny now. Johnny Punxsutawney's the same guy we always known him. Just for those 2 years he was with her, he just thought, oh, there's the evil Playboy people. Just weird, just weird, just weird. Okay, just weird stories. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling. If I have something more to say, I'll make another video. So to all my Stace cadets and all my Burkettes, I hope you have a groovy day. Until next time, peace.